Fandoms. Don't get me started. So fandoms, we're all part of fandoms. There's some good ones, some bad ones, and there's some batshit insane ones. So today we're talking about that. So, hey, what's up going guys? It's me, your boy, Uzu's MC, or the real life Isahiodo. And today we're talking about some of the craziest fandoms I've seen on the internet. So let's get started. So let's get started with a fandom that we all know, the Star Wars fandom. So the Star Wars fandom, they're a concerning bunch, you know, like a bunch of alt-right conservatives are part of it who are, like saying stuff like the Empire's is like saying that side of the rebels, even though we don't understand the meaning of Star Wars, which is actually kind of stupid and funny, which is like, you can't understand the meaning of Star Wars. You sympathize with the rebels, but you don't know what you're supporting, you know. All that crap. Then there's like people like Star Wars Theory who is basically making a bunch of batshit insane videos saying like that.
I don't need to watch it. I don't want to watch it.
Anakin did nothing wrong in Revenge of the Sith, and also saying that in Andor there was an essay scene like Redo of Healer, and basically Palpatine and Vader wouldn't support that. Palpatine has committed many crimes. I think he wouldn't give two shits about that. Palpatine would not support that. Palpatine probably wouldn't even give two shits. And Vader, he would he's committed fucking genocide, man. You know? Speaking of the alt-right, don't get me started on the K-On! Fandom. So K-On! Is like some cute anime about like 5 girls playing in a band, right? But there's a lot of Nazi imagery of the girls. Like, Jesus Christ. And like, what the hell? I just don't even know what I loved K-On! Back in high school, but like 5 years ago, but genuinely, what happened to it? And also, speaking of that, the Ninjago fandom, a show about Lego ninjas that I'm a big fan of for some reason, is somehow some of the craziest fandoms. Like basically there's the shipping wars and all that crap, like My Hero Academia. I'll get on that later. But speaking of which, the ninjas would be devout followers of Christ, which some of the creators of Ninjago have confirmed that Christianity does not exist in Ninjago, and it's literally like showing this image, this crappy AI generated image. What the actual hell? What the hell? Is that freaking Hitler? Then there's the My Hero Academia fan base, which, traumatized me, and I'm probably never gonna watch My Hero Academia because of the fandom. They literally scare me. They keep me up at night. Yeah. Oh yeah, basically I like editing a Baku Deku shippers who are like literally having freakouts because they made Deku straight. Listen, and they're saying like, this is like the worst day of their life. Bruh, it's a fictional character being straight. What the actual hell? They're like bullying the creator. They bullied him so much that he like ended the manga early, which, what the actual hell? Yeah, and then there's Digital Circus, which I haven't got. I feel like I'm a bit too old for Digital Circus when it came out. I'm not gonna lie, it's not my thing. I tried watching the first episode, but the internet got to it and ruined it for me because there's just a lot of weird Pomni art, and I just got one thing to say: how does anyone want to bang Pomni? Pomni looks like a freaking doll. It looks like a toy. Genuinely, I don't find Pomni attractive. Listen, Rhea Scrimmery, I find attractive. That is a woman. Beautiful, sexy, busty, red hair, nice tits. Yeah. But genuinely, who wants to Pomni? That's a frickin', it looks like a frickin' doll. Like, it's a doll, dude! Then there's the Loud House. The Loud House. Now, there's this guy who has created a fan fiction that is longer than the longest piece of English literature. And this is I actually did a whole video on this fan fiction back in November. Go watch that if you haven't already. Watch it after this video because, yeah. And basically, the fan fiction is written by a guy in his 30s and he roleplays as a 15-year-old Loud House self-insert. And basically him and Lincoln like travel the multiverse and like do shit like that, and Lincoln Loud has like a harem, and I got one thing to say. Why the hell is Jolene Joestar there? And Panty and Stocking? And Ryuko from Kill la Kill? I got so many questions. And not enough answers. Chapter. I hear in one chapter Mr. Krabs gets arrested for like ends up taking over the Krusty Krab. Another chapter I heard is that Lincoln's family gets sold into slavery. Popeye the Sailor and the giraffe from Madagascar are fighting Donald Trump. And Lincoln has a harem of girls and they like make love and stuff. What the actual hell is this? Has-Been Hotel. So basically, Has-Been Hotel, there's this thing where it's like being watched by kids because it's really popular. And like, yeah, when I was kids, my parents liked the most inappropriate show my parents let me watch as a kid was the frickin' Simpsons, but that shit is fucking tame compared to Has-Been Hotel. Genuinely, Has-Been, and the creator, she literally cannot handle criticism. She cannot handle criticism at all. Like, genuinely, she like tells people to go attack people for, yeah, it's like you're saying, like, but you like Panty and Stocking, but you don't like Has-Been Hotel. At least Panty and Stocking is made for shits and giggles. Has-Been Hotel is one of those shows you're supposed to try to take seriously. Also, another reason why I don't like it is I don't like the character designs. And I don't like the art style. Yeah, that's probably crazy. Probably crazy to say. And oh yeah, this is one Has-Been Hotel cosplayer who literally did blackface, that literally did blackface at a convention, which, what the actual fuck, bro? Then, next up we got Genshin Impact. So, I'm part of the Genshin fandom, sadly, but I love Genshin. I'm a big Genshin fan from all these photos here. Basically, let's talk about some problems. There's the whole shipping drama, like they're shipping like Kaya and Diluc together, which they're adopted brothers, but what the hell, they're brothers, and that's just kind of wrong. Like, then they're also shipping Aether and Lulene together. Like, what the actual hell? They're literally twins. They're literally twins. What the actual hell? That's disgusting, man. That's disgusting, bro. Get that shit back in Alabama. Get that shit back in Alabama. Yeah, genuinely. Like, some of the ships actually kind of make sense, like Tartaglia and Zhongli, Jean and Lisa. Natlin situation where people were literally mad at Natlin because they did not like the character designs and they thought they were too fan service and goonerish. But genuinely, those people have never seen a fan service anime. I wonder what would happen if we showed them like some shit like showed them High School DxD. They would probably absolutely lose it. Saying stuff like Lolly's design is fan service and like Barissa and Gelona, bruh, they're like in Brazil. Of course they would wear shit like that. It's freaking hot out. Natlin looks like it's gonna be like 70 degrees on a normal day. Of course they would wear shit like that. Genuinely. So, yeah, here's some fandoms I talk about, but there's some normal fandoms out there, like the redo of Healer fandom, which is for like, they're actually normal for a strange reason, probably because who the hell wants to be in Kiaru's situation? Genuinely, who the hell wants to be in Kiaru's situation? Like, bruh. If they make like joke posts like this, genuinely, I hope you enjoyed this video. I wanted to do something different for today's video, and yeah, I'm out. Peace.